The two police officers that were killed while conducting patrols at Reiger Park in Gauteng last week will be buried today and tomorrow respectively. The South African Police Service will join the families of the two constables during the burials in Gauteng and in Limpopo. Constable Siphiwe Sibeko will be laid to rest in Springs today, while Constable Thapelo Tlometsane will be buried in Gedroogte village in Zebediela outside Polokwane tomorrow. Our reporter and colleague Pimani Baloyi is in Ekurhuleni and has the latest for us. Pimani, can you take us through what the program looks like, and have you had any conversations with some of the mourners who are there, perhaps to give us an idea of the kind of people that the two constables were and the one that is being buried today?
Good morning, Diabo, and good morning to our viewers. We're coming to you live, Diabo, from the Civic Center in Springs, as you rightfully stated, where Constable Sibeko's funeral service is expected to get underway. Diabo, at any moment, we expect the vehicles from the funeral undertaker to get into this venue, bringing the remains of Constable Sibeko alongside his family. As you rightfully stated, have we been in contact with some of the mourners? Yes, currently there are police officers and members of the SANDF who are gathering here. Most of them are singing, saying they just want to send their colleague off in a very respectful, dignified manner, stating that they traveled from far to be part of this. But with them, they are led by the Deputy Minister of Police, Ms. Boleboshielo, whom we speak to now. Ma'am, condolences to you and the SAPS family. I understand this must be a very difficult time, but an attack on police officers, are we likely to see a speedy arrest of the remainder of the suspects, if there's any? What sort of resources have been allocated to ensure that there's a strong message about killing of police officers?
Thank you very much. As you like saying, yes, indeed, it's a very bad day for us as the police services. Attacking a police officer is like committing a crime on state. And we are not going to allow that, because police are your protectors. Then if you attack your protectors of your communities, what else are you left with? So we are making sure that, yes, indeed, we have put resources to make sure that we trace all the suspects that are outstanding. We know them. We know where they are. Any moment we will be able to do that. But we said maybe this time we must set it aside to bury our officers in dignity. Like this.
I know tomorrow you'll also be at Constable Thlometsane's funeral service. These were very young men with a clear future ahead. How are their families coping, and what sort of support are you providing to these families?
I was attending the memorial service on Thursday for the two officers, and then I was with the mother and the father of the Sibeko family. I've never seen a father crying for his child like when they say men don't cry, we say men should be able to cry, because it was the pride of the family. The mother could not cope at all. Even after, when I was sitting with them, it was just very difficult, because he was young and very active, and then he loved policing. The way they were talking about his commitment to the work, even the colleagues were talking about their commitment to their work. So it was very painful. We could not talk, actually, all of us, because losing one is just many, but two also is a lot. So it's very difficult for the family. We're helping them in making sure that everything is fine. As we are ready with everything. We're just waiting for them to come so that we can be able to give them that official funeral that we always give to our heroes, people who really fought for this country and died for the badge. So it is painful. Yes, I'm going to Limpopo after this. Tomorrow we're burying the Tlometsane family, will be with them. It's difficult and tough, but sometimes as a mother, you would want to also be there and make sure that you support your colleagues, you support the family.
Two young women also lost their lives in this incident, and it's quite sad. We've also attended, this is SABC News, we covered their memorial services, and there were such moving tributes. And I'm sure there must be justice for their lives. Let's talk about these two young women.
You know what made me angry is that this is August, it's the Women's Month. We're supposed to celebrate women, not kill them. You know, I always say to men, if you don't want me, just let me go. You know, if you want to fight, fight with the people your size, not a woman, because they're helpless, they were not having anything, they were not armed, you know, and they were killed, and they were, like you're saying, their future was still bright, and now we have lost them. So it is very sad. I was very angry. You know, I could even not talk, because why?
Talking about that, why, DM, is there any clarity around why this happened to them? Were they targeted? Do they have links to this alleged gang that allegedly committed this crime? Or was it just a random criminal robbery that happened there?
We're still busy with the investigations. We don't want to really guess what should be going on or not. So as soon as we get the investigation, we'll be able to come back to the community, but also the families, to be able to do that. Where we are saying let's give them the last honor and then bury them. We as the police, we are hard at work trying to find out what is going on and all other things. So that's all I can say for now.
As we wrap, DM, let's talk about today's program. I understand there will be two parts to this program, one led by the family and another led by the SAPS. What can our viewers expect from this funeral service?
In terms of the family, yes, we give them time so that they can put tribute. Their colleagues and others also have done in terms of the memorial service. After that, as you know, as the police, we have a way where we send our own off. So that's where you'll see the drill, the march, the flag, and all other things as we go on. And that will be the official part until the cemetery, where we also do the ceremonial one, and then we hand over to the family to finish off.
Thank you so much, Deputy Minister. That is the Deputy Minister of Police, Ms. Bolibushielo, just giving us a roundup of what we can expect as the funeral service of Constable Sibeko is expected to get underway any moment from now.